welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ann and this is All the Budgeting. On this channel, I do paycheck cash stuffings, side hustle cash stuffings, cash condensings, budget with me's, and then I always close out my budget every month, which includes a net worth calculation. So if that is something that is interesting to you, I do hope that you consider sticking around, subscribing, liking, commenting, all of those things. All right, so in today's video, I'm going to close out my April budget. I'm going to take a look at what did I plan, what did I end the month with, what was in my envelopes to start the month, what's in it to end it, and then I'll do that net worth calculation, and then we'll take a look ahead at May's budget. So, all right, so starting with my income, no surprise, I am salary. So my paychecks came in exactly where I thought they would, $3,952 each. And then I had $377 in side hustle income. So I planned for a total income of $7,904. I ended up with $8,281. Then if we go over to our bills, so for my first paycheck, came in right around where I thought I would, budgeted $3,142, it was $3,146. And then for the second paycheck, I came in under budget. So I budgeted $3,132 and I came in at $2,775. And then I did have $119 in side hustle expenses. So if we look at the totals here, I planned for total bills of $6,274, came in about $6,040. So I thought I would have about $1,630 to stuff. I ended up with $2,241. Actually, I ended up with more. I don't ever count my rollover, remember, as income. So, and that always goes into my sinking funds. So it's never going to be a complete, one for one here. But then if we move to my second page here, my spending and revolving pretty much came in where I expected. I only needed $100 for my hair, so that came in a little less. I did have $113 that needed to go into taxes, so that kind of, evened it out a little bit. So I had planned for a total of, in my spending revolving funds, I had planned for $1,530. I ended up with $1,543. And then for my sinking funds, I pretty much only ever budget $100 for my sinking funds, which basically just covers priority 1 and 2, just $10 each. But you can see that I was able to put a lot more in. Again, a lot of that is due to the rollover. So I budgeted $100, but I was able to put in, more than $900, just under $1,000 into my sinking funds, which is pretty great. All right, so now we're going to take a look at my closeout, right? So I brought in my closing amounts from the previous month, so that went into starting, and then I put in what I ended the month with. Now, if you watch my cash condensing video, I did take out from some of the envelopes and either put in the bank or spending. So these ending balances do reflect what I was left with after that condensing, right? So this might not match exactly if you watched my second paycheck stuffing. It wasn't those balances, it's what's left after that condensing. Okay, all right, so now let's just take a look at these differences. So emergency, I started the month with $1,600, ending with $1,650, so obviously an increase of $50. Health, I started with $460, I ended with $350, so that went down $110. Extra week, started with $430, ended with $500, so that is an increase of $70. Extra debt, started with $90, ended with $505. I'm not gonna try and do the math. So that is an increase of $415. Home maintenance started with $575, ended with $610, so that is an increase of $35. Home improvement started with $215, ending with $250, so that is an increase of $35 as well, I think, right? 215 plus 35, 250, yep. It is late afternoon on a Friday. I'm a little brain dead right now. Car maintenance started with $415, ending with $260. So let's see. So that is a decrease of $155. Pet care started with $60, ending with $0. So decrease of $60. I did have to get my cats some food. So electronics started with $110, ending with $145, so increase of $35. Subscriptions started with $380, ending with $450, so that was an increase of $70. Vacation started with $355, ending with $260, so that was a decrease of $95. Christmas started with $155, ending with $190, so that is an increase of $35. Same for holiday dinner. Gifts started with $200, ending with $35, and so that is a decrease of $165. Entertainment started with $20, ending with $35, so increase of $15. Clothes started with $50, ending with $65, also an increase of $15. And then beauty started with $80, ending with $95. So no surprise, increase of $15. All right, miscellaneous started with $10, ending with $5, so that is a decrease of $5. New car and new house both started with $40, ending with $55, so increase of $15. Planner stuff started with $70, ending with $85, also an increase of $15. So taxes started with $342, ending with $455, so that is an increase of $113. And then business subscriptions started with $473, ended with $590. And so that was an increase of $117. So my starting balances was a total of $6,325. And so I'm going to speed this part up a little bit, and I'm going to total up my ending balances, and we'll see what we're ending up with. So I will be right back. Okay, I just had to do that twice because I wanted to be very sure. So I am ending with a total of $6,835, which is an increase of $510. Not too bad. I feel like I took a lot out, so I wasn't really expecting to end up at all. So now I'm going to circle this ending amount because this is going to come into my net worth. So I'm going to paste that here. Okay, so last month I had a net worth of $110,272. And so I have pre-populated these amounts. These are all as of today. Okay. So, obviously we just did my envelope. So 6,835 there. Based on Zillow, I am estimating that my house, condo, townhome, is worth about $225,000. So up a little bit. The housing market is, starting to, get a little bit better, I guess. I don't know. I'm just going off of Zillow, and this is just an estimate. Based on Kelley Blue Book, I am estimating that my trade-in value for my car is $25,798. I do have a 2018 Honda CRV, but it has very low mileage because I do work from home. So I don't drive it very often, so I only have like 32,000 miles on it, which for 5 years I should have about 60,000. So just a little more than half of what I should have. So that's a factor in that car value. And then my 401k balance as of today is $66,314. So let's go ahead and total this up. So 6,835 plus 225 plus 25798 plus 66314. So my total assets right now, it's looking like $323,947. And then let's take a look at the liabilities. So the balance that I owe on my bankruptcy right now is $63,915. The balance I'm estimating I owe on my AC unit is $1,282. That is going to be paid off next month, guys. I'm so excited about that. I can't even tell you. So I'm saying it right now. When I do my May net worth, it will not be on here. So excited. I currently owe on my mortgage of the principal, I owe $126,268. I owe on my car loan $5,467. And then I owe $696 on my medical debt. That should be able to be paid off then in June. Because my extra money is going to go towards that. It might be July because I'm going to have to see. I mentioned that I'm going to my niece's graduation in May, and my mom is paying for a lot of that, and so I want to pay her back. And so I'd rather, if I can just kind of pay her in full or close to it, rather than, I mean, she's okay with me paying in installments, but I would rather not do that. So we'll see. But anyway, so that's going to be paid off this year as well, hopefully. And, like I said, June, July, something along those lines. And my car loan then will be the next debt. And that looks like it's on target also to be paid this year. So fingers crossed. Okay, so let's total all these. So 63915 plus 1282 plus 126. 268 plus 5467 plus 696. So my total liabilities look like 197,628. Let me just double count those just to be sure. $197,628. Yep. Okay, so the difference then, I'm going to subtract my liabilities from my assets. So 323,947 minus 197,628. Wow. Okay. So my new net worth is $126,319. And so the difference, so I'm going to subtract last month. So minus 110,272. So that was, wow, an increase of $16,047. So that increase in my home net worth, and then my 401k also went up. So that's great. All right, then the percentage discount, so I'm going to divide 16,047 by last month's. So that divided by 110,272. Wow, a 15% increase in net worth. That's crazy. So again, I'll say if you are not calculating your net worth each month, really encourage you to do that, because, you don't think like, right. I said, I thought that my envelopes were going to be lower, right? So doing that step of really checking in on your budget at the end of the month, you find out, okay, I'm not as bad as I thought I was. And then doing something like this, you really see these small things, right? It just compounds and it really makes a difference. I mean, you guys know my story if you have been watching my videos. For me to have more than $300,000 in assets, craziness, and for me to have a total net worth of more than $100,000, again, I'll say it over and over and over again. I started 2022 with a negative net worth, 126,000 at the end of April of 2023. So again, I will say forever that this method of budgeting changed my life, and I'm never going back. Okay, so now let's take a look at May's budget. So, of course, I'm just planning on my salary. Still don't know anything about layoffs, so we are just plugging forward and praying and hoping for the best. So planning on a total income of $7,904. My paychecks for the first paycheck in bills, I'm planning of about $3,022 for bills, and then $2,937 for the second paycheck. So that leaves me with a total bills of $5,959, leaving me $1,945 to budget. Go to the second page, no changes in my spending revolving, $600 for groceries, $400 for spending, $200 for hair, $100 for emergency, $130 for health, $100 for extra week. So total spending revolving of $1,530, which is leaving $415 for my sinking funds, with $315 of that going to extra debt, and that added to the $500 that is currently in that extra debt envelope will pay off my AC unit next month. And then the rest of it is going to go into the other sinking funds. But again, rollover always gets added to those sinking funds and beefs those up a bit. So, all right, guys, that is it for my April budget closeout. So next up, I will do my first paycheck stuffing for May. Kind of hard to believe it's here already, but it is. So so that'll be coming at you next week. All right, I hope you all have a great week. Thanks.